Testing, testing. It's your boy, the Worthy One, never the two, and we right back here with another one for you here on the Worthy Network. It's been a few days since I've been able to get back with you guys, but I'm happy that I'm right here with you, and I would not rather be in any other place. I would rather not be in any other place, but right here with you. And today we have another very special episode, and I know that I call each and every episode special, but that is because they are. Motivation, inspiration, that's what this channel is about. Those are the topics that we talk about, and it means a lot to me to be able to, sit in front of this camera and be able to present to you some of the things that I watch. It gives each of us, a little small insight into the daily lives of each other. And, sometimes some of us need motivation. We need encouragement. We need that push to go forward, to be better and do better. And so why not get your daily fix right here on the Worthy Network? Why not? So, that's the motivation behind today's video. And it's funny that I said that because today's video is about motivation. And I'm going to keep coming with these types of videos so that you can get your daily dose. And, you could take that little hit and then just, go on about your business for the day. But like I said, I'm happy for each and every one of you guys and the opportunity that you guys give me each and every day right here to be able to present to you the things that I do. So with no further ado, let's get into today's episode, and then we'll just talk about it, as the video goes along. So let me get the music right and get right into it. Hopefully there's no commercials going on in this. I still ain't get that YouTube premium, man. I got to get my followers up.
What we're going to talk about now is simply some keys to self-motivation. And all of us have motivation of some sort. I define motivation as the desire to achieve that which you believe to be worthwhile. And many people go through life never getting in touch with their greatness because of the lack of motivation to push themselves, or because they have not found something that they believe to be worthwhile to challenge them. I heard a poem once that said, many a flower has bloomed unceasingly and wasted sweetness upon the cold desert air. It's translated, that means simply that many a talented persons have gone unnoticed, and the world never had a chance to be exposed to their talent because that person did not take the time to begin to express or to demonstrate or to motivate themselves in the direction to bring that which they came into the universe to bring. How can you measure your motivation? How can you evaluate where you are on a scale of 1 to 10? Let's do this for ourselves mentally. How do you rate yourself from 1 to 10? Your mental attitude about yourself, how you feel about you, how you feel about life. How do you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of your physical appearance, in terms of your health? Do you take care of yourself? Are you allowing yourself to get overweight and out of shape? Are you conscious of your health? Are you watching the food that you take into your body? Do you make a deliberate effort to exercise? It was George Burns. He said, we cannot help getting older, but we don't have to get old. And many of us get old before our time because we don't take time to take care of ourselves. Your environment is a very good indicator. On a scale of 1 to 10, is it what you want it to be? Do you find it desirable? Are you satisfied? The job or career that you're involved in. Someone said that 85% of the American public are unhappy with their jobs. Are you spending 8 hours a day just doing time? Doing something that you don't find challenging, that does not make you stretch mentally, that does not stimulate you, that does not inspire you. Something that you don't find a sense of fulfillment in it. If you're doing that day in and day out, it has to affect how you feel about yourself, your level of motivation. Your relationships. What kind of impact is it having on your life? Is it nourishing or is it a toxic relationship? Does it drain you or does it build you up? Ask yourself that. How motivated are you to do something about it? Your contribution, your actions. What are you giving? Many people will leave the universe without a trace. No one will know they were here. And in fact, under their name, we could put under there, not used up. Will anybody know that you came this way? What contribution are you giving? What will you leave? What will be different because you came this way? Someone once said that life is our gift to us, that God has given us, and how we live our lives is our gift to God. What kind of gift are you formulating? Is this a gift that you like to take back and do something else before you turn it in? Think about that. What can we do? What are some of the keys that we can begin to use to motivate ourselves when our batteries run low?
And I wanted to stop that right there because he already just jumped right into some serious things. Because what are you are you measuring your life each and every single day, or do you find yourself just living life and just getting caught up in the spin cycle of what life is? And that's very important for us to take a step back to realize, because as I mentioned in previous videos, if you're not taking a few minutes each day to analyze, your day or how your day is going, then you're not really benefiting yourself by doing that. Are you questioning every single decision that you make? And I'm not saying it to be anxious, for you to be anxious, or for you to become paranoid in your decision making, but I need for you to be cognizant and aware of your decisions, of your thought processes, and why you made the choices that you may make. This is very instrumental, because when you get into this pattern of daily functioning, then you're able to dissect the parts that are not needed, the fat. You're able to trim the fat off, and that's going to help your day become more efficient, more better. You're going to waste less energy, and you're going to feel more fulfilled because of it. So it's very important right off the bat just to understand that. So what do you rate yourself? Where do you see yourself in the hierarchy, or in your mental capacity of where you think that you should be at? Because everybody has a different goal and a different plan for themselves, but we do need to be monitoring it, and we do need to make sure that we're paying attention to all of these things. So make sure that you keep a mental note of that.
Because I don't care who you are, I don't care what you do, at some time you are going to get tired. At some time you're going to get in a rut. Seem like nothing you do works out right. And sometimes it just seems like you just don't have the wherewithal or the will to do anything. That sometimes you act like you're punch drunk. You're just wading through life, just doing time day in and day out.
Like I just
Looking at
said.
non-discriminatory television, anything that's on, just looking. And depressed, feeling powerless, feeling useless, and bored. What do you do? How do you get yourself out of a rut? How do you, when you know you can do more than what you've been doing and you're not doing it and you're discontent with where you are, you get angry at yourself. How do you get out of that rut? How do you motivate yourself? One of the things that we must do is that we must be involved in working on achieving self-mastery. You must work on yourself continuously. Never be satisfied with yourself. Always know that as you invest the effort and time on you, that's the greatest ability that human beings have above animals. See, a dog can't be anything but a dog. Tree can't be anything but a tree. Human being, you've got unlimited potential. You can put effort on you, and by concentrating on you and developing you, you can transform your life wherever you are right now. So you want to work on yourself. You want to read books that inspire you and motivate you. You want to listen to tapes over and over and over again. And I suggest that you listen to tapes when you first get up in the morning. You want to control the spirit of your day. When you first wake up in the morning, your mind is operating at 10.5 wave cycles per second. That's when the subconscious mind is most impressionable. Whatever you hear in the first 20 minutes when you wake up, that will affect the spirit of your day. When you
Important.
listen to tapes,
Sheesh.
listen with relaxed belief, believing that this can happen for you. And by listening to them, listen to them over and over and over again, and you will get a breakthrough. You can listen to the same tape for months, and all of a sudden, you hear something you never heard before. It'll have a special meaning for you. Or read the same book over again, and you find some special insight. You said, I can't believe I didn't see that the first time. So you
Hey, man. So, oh man, we're gonna get through this whole one because he's really going in, man. But definitely take a time out for yourself early in the morning. I say that is very instrumental. Whether you praying, whether you working out, whether you just sitting there in the dark, in the wee hours, and God's workshop is at the darkest times, right? Everything comes from the darkness, from the triple blackness, and it's very important for us to make sure that waking up before that sun comes up. It's powerful because you're getting a jump on the day before most people, because most of us wait until the last minute anyway. Then when we wake up, we're scrolling on Instagram, Facebook, or whatever social media that we have, and then we're just jumping up and get into the day because that's what's ahead of us. Instead of making the plans for the day and how that day is going to go, I always say make a good day, not have a good day, because I believe that you have to manifest the day that you want. What I wanted to get into right now was Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And I may make a video based on it because it has been so instrumental for me in my life. But I have it right here, and basically, if you pull it up, Maslow's hierarchy, there's three sorts of needs, right? There's the basic needs, the psychological needs, and then the self fulfillment needs. And in these three tiers, and it's a pyramid. You can't really see it like that. You can't really see it like that, but it's a pyramid. It's a pyramid or a hierarchy of needs that need to be met or fulfilled before you can move up the pyramid. So think about that food pyramid in school that you had, where they showed like what you need and how much intake of each dietary group in order to be healthy, right, or to take in the correct amount of calories. Same sort of fundamentals, but this is based on human needs, right? So those first needs at the bottom of the pyramid are food, water, warmth, rest, or I say food, clothing, and shelter. You cannot move on to the next level in life unless you have those three basic needs met. Meaning that if you do not have food, if you're homeless, or if you do not have a place to lay your head at night, there's no way that you can move on or up to the next level because you are in survival mode. You are in survival mode because you're thinking about where your next meal is coming from. So when you think about this, when people operate on this survival level, those are the people that I call the lower tier. But not meaning any negative, not meaning anything negative, but just saying that when someone has to worry about what they're going to eat or how they're going to get their next meal, they're liable to do something that they don't really want to do to get that meal, to make sure that that need is met. So you cannot move past that need on to security and safety. Because you have not met those basic standards. And when you get to security and safety, that's when you have a home, a line, you have things in order, you have your basic needs met. So now you can focus and get ready for the next part of your life, which would be intimate relationships, belonging and love needs, right? So meeting friends and meeting people and being able to maintain a healthy relationship with those people around you because you already have some sort of foundation of your life met. So now you're able to not only love yourself and be more focused on yourself and where your life is going, but now you're reaching out to other people and you're starting to bring in friends and family and able to sustain those relationships on a healthy level where they're not toxic. After that, you have esteem needs, and this is psychological, right? Because this is when you get to prestige and feeling of accomplishment, and it's very important for us to feel this way because when we're going back to whether you rate yourself where you feel like you stand in life, then you're in those esteem needs because you need to feel accomplished. You need to feel like you're doing something good, if not only for yourself, but for others and the people around you, your kids, your family members. After you reach those esteem needs, you can reach the top of the pyramid, which is self actualization. And this is where you achieve your full potential. This is when you're living life. And most people don't hit this stage in life until they get into their golden years, about, that 55 years of age. When they've lived their life, everything is working their way. They've made the right decisions. They've done everything that they needed to do. And now life is actually rewarding them, which is why we call it the golden years, because they're in a position in life where everything is just working. And this is where we all want to be at. And if you want to achieve this earlier in life, then you have to meet those basic needs, safety, psychological, belonging, and love, and those esteem needs before you can get to the self actualization part of it all. So I just wanted to drop that little gem in right here, and let's continue to keep it going.
You want to be involved in developing yourself. Most people won't do that. Most people won't take that kind of effort and invest that kind of energy in themselves because they will fall prey to that conversation within. Oh, don't do that. You don't have time. You're too busy. You're too caught up in the rat race. Most people won't do that. Well, they won't take time to go to lectures. They won't take time to go to seminars. They won't take time to go to classes to improve themselves. And as you continue to work on yourself, you will begin to expand your vision of yourself. You'll begin to work towards self-mastery, and you will begin to see it reflect itself in all the dimensions of your life, your mental life, your physical life, your social life, in your relationships, your monetary life. So concentrate on developing yourself.
Maslow's
Because if you
hierarchy.
don't, I guarantee you that you will make a settlement. And most people have. And most of us already have. What kind of settlement have you made with your life? You know, when we make settlements, out of court settlements, you've heard them? That means that you decided to take something less than what you originally wanted to get had you gone into court.
This is hands down one of the
Man,
most
try to
powerful
get rid of
AI
those commercials. So
platforms for
try to
digital
do it.
work, similar web.
And the reason that you settled outside of court is because you didn't believe that you can get it. So you made an out-of-court settlement. Many of us are making in-life settlement. We're settling for less than what we actually deserve. We don't feel good about it, but we make it work in our minds. We'll come up with some kind of excuse to make it all right. What kind of settlement have you made with your life? Many of us settle for less than what we want out of relationships because we don't have the courage to change them. I had a seminar I used to do called Are You Living Together or Dying Together? Many people are just dying together. Gladys Knight used to have a song that says, neither one of us want to be the first to say goodbye. The next thing is, in order to begin to find some keys to self-motivation to drive yourself, in addition to working on yourself, and as you work on yourself, you feel good about yourself, and as you feel better about yourself, you treat yourself differently. Develop a health plan. See, you can't feel well and do well if you don't have good health. You can't perform if you don't have your health. Your health is valuable. Develop a health plan. A plan that you will follow because this is the only vehicle that you have to carry you through this experience called life. And you want to take good care of it because you love you enough. You care enough about you. And that's not easy. It is not easy having a health plan and sticking to it.
And it's also not easy to navigate this life without wanting to sometimes take shortcuts and without wanting to take pills and whether you smoking or you're doing something negative to cope with what you are feeling, when in reality you're just missing the point and not getting to the root of what's really going on with you. And this is something that we're all learning together. We all have our own issues, but identify yours and then try to work on a way to become better, because this is the only life that we're given, and we don't know where we're going after here. We might have faith and trust or belief that we're going to go somewhere else, but as far as we know, from what we can tangibly tell, is that people live and then we die, and you're only living just to die. But while you're here, what kind of imprint are you making while you are here, while you're right here? So just try to figure that out, and come up with a game plan to make things better, even if you're taking baby steps. I'm reading a book right now called Atomic Habits, I believe, or yeah, Atomic Habits, and just trying to work every day on my psyche and my way of thinking, man. Just trying to get better in each and every area of my life, and it's a work in progress. But we could do it. It's something that we can all do. Take baby steps, a little bit at a time, and just get it together.
But you're worth it doing it again and again and again.
Hey, man, how was that? Was that pretty good? That was pretty lit, man. I want to say to you guys, man, I try to provide these videos and these insights um, into these types of videos because I had to come from a place where I always didn't feel so worthy myself. I had to remind myself of who I was. And now that I'm in that space and that place with myself, I don't ever want to leave it. It feels good to be here. It feels good to feel appreciated, and not only to feel appreciated, but to give myself the validation that I am appreciated. So each and every day I'm worthy. That's why I have the Worthy Network. Everything I do is based around worth and self worth. Because at one point in time I didn't have any, and and that didn't feel good. That didn't feel really good to be in that space and place in life. And so that's the motivation for me to come out here each and every day to let you know that you are worthy and that you do have a value on your life that is worth more than its weight in gold, and is actually that you're here and living this human experience is enough proof of why you are worthy. So if you don't have that understanding within yourself, then where do you have it at? It has to come from somewhere. You have to have that belief in yourself, and then if you don't have it, then you have to garner it. You have to pull it out of you, but it has to come. Give yourself a chance. Give yourself a chance to experience life on a level of happiness and gratitude each and every day. Be thankful that you are here and that you have a breath to breathe, because some people do not have that. Be thankful that you have water to drink. And if someone had to give you that water to drink, be thankful that someone was grateful enough to give you something to drink. Understand that you have the ability to manifest life on any level, and that your mind becomes your own prison because you allow yourself to be locked up and cast away from society, because this is the mental constraints that you put on yourself. And we don't operate with life having roadblocks and having stops. We push through them. We push through each and every challenge in life because we understand that ever since that we were born, we've been fighting to be on this earth. We've been fighting to live. We've been fighting to be worthy. We've been fighting for self-worth. We've been fighting to make money. We've been fighting for health. We've been fighting for longevity and living. We've been fighting to get certifications and degrees. We've been fighting to get a better job. We've been fighting to be better people. We've been fighting each and every day of our life. And every day we have small fights that we win. But you're not giving yourself the benefit of the doubt to even be able to appreciate the fact that you win in small battles each and every day. You're not giving yourself the benefit of the doubt to realize that you're winning small battles each and every day. Look past all of the confusion, all of the noise. Order comes from chaos. You needed to have the order because you need to know what chaos looks like, and to understand that you don't want to operate in that arena. And we create balance because we create rules, and we dictate what life looks like, and that's how we strategize and plan to be better, because you have to take the steps and do what the necessary is to actually be what you want to become. So don't think like a boss, act like one, move like one, be one. Even if you're not one just yet, you still want to have that mentality. You still want to have that mind state, and you still want to operate in that realm. And the people around you will treat you the way that you carry yourself. Just like if I wore a suit each and every day, it's going to be a different feeling out here. It's going to be a different way that I approach people, and people approach me just because I'm wearing a suit. Just the same way you're doing that is the same way we wear a mask every single day. Every day when you wake up, you put your mask on just to go outside. I'm tired of living with the mask. Take the mask off. Take it off. Live your life and understand that you are worthy and that you deserve to be here. And life is worth the fight, because every day that you have here is a day where you have the chance to fight. And it feels good to fight. Pressure feels good, and it's only temporary. You'll bust through. You'll get to where you need to go in life because you know where you want to be. Keep your head strong, your mentality strong. Keep reading, getting nourishment. Eat good, think good thoughts. Just be. Man, this is a very special episode. I'm happy that you took the time out to rock with me, the worthy one, never the two. Make sure that you like and subscribe to this video and this channel if you want to get more encouraging words of wisdom. If you want to get further in life with understanding of life, then you can rock out with me. Come on, we got enough room for you to join up. Join up on us here at the Worthy Network. And with that being said, man, we out.